much about this black guy. So I think it's a true story. Actually,
The book
who was trying to get into real estate.
People Never Fail.
It was stopping him, so he actually hired
People plan to
white
fail.
guy to pose as him, so he could get the paper.
The book People Never Fail.
Part of the process that you're gonna have to go through.
The book of People Never Fail to Plan. People. The book of People Never Plan to Fail.
Make sure you guys check me out at 11 o'clock
People
tonight on my channel. Talking about the game
Never Plan.
stuff. So that's it.
The book of People Never Plan.
Real talk.
The book of People Plan to Fail.
No matter how woke society is,
The book of People Never Plan.
You gotta understand, man, your skin tone matters. It absolutely matters. Sometimes it's gonna help you, a lot of times it's gonna hurt you. You need to be prepared for that. And when and if that happens, don't get butthurt, man. Like, this is, you're not the only black person that's gone through this. Pick yourself up and, just like Noah said, have a plan, because it is going to happen, believe me. Myron, the living color in the flesh, out of the world, much sooner than later. Roy Kaufman, $5 says, Kevin, facts, I'm a hermit and I need to get out. See that? Yeah. All it was. That's all it was, man. And now, dude, you probably just changed that dude's life, man. Nonstop Dre 360, $5 says, thank you, gents, for the great content and guide on achieving real excellence. Any advice for new developers trying to make it in the tech industry? Oh, Jesus, that's all you, brother. What is your this guy trying to make it in the tech industry?
I would say live on Reddit. Reddit is a gold mine. There's people on Reddit that have problems with all types of situations in your life, and there's gems there. And if you're a dev, you can just solve problems just from what you find on Reddit. Also, don't feel like, you know, you need to have like the best app in the world to make something happen. A lot of the greatest apps in this world are really simple apps. They really are like, they don't do anything spectacular. They didn't take, hours to code, so I think there's different ways to think about tech. It's like hours of code and then like what I can patch together in like 24 hours. The ones that can patch together in 24 hours are probably going to have a higher ROI than the stuff. And don't go to social network. That's going to destroy your life.
You know how the world was revolutionized by a 12-year-old? It's called the sticky note. Simple stuff is always the best. It's simple. It don't have to be revolutionary. And to the guy who said he's a hermit, look, man, 90% of life is showing up.
That's right.
You just show up, and guess what? If you've ever had a one-night stand, you showed up. You showed up. It's not that hard.
Listen, you're right. Listen, 90% is just showing up, man. That's what it comes down to. And he admitted to us. He said, listen, I'm a hermit. You guys probably changed that dude's life. Guys, we have crossed over the 2-hour mark. I got to tell you, man, this is, dude, these shows keep getting better and better. I think, honestly, informationally, this might be the best show we've done, man. Like, this is season 2, episode 3 or 4. And listen, season 1 was fantastic, but dude, I think season 2 is definitely off with a bang. A special thanks goes out to Hotep Jesus for being a fantastic guest panelist, man. Thank you for the wisdom and the insight. Tell the people where they can find you, your products, your website, etc.
BryanSharp.co, BryanSharpe.co. If you check me out on Twitter, the link is also in my Twitter bio. Just type in Hotep Jesus on Twitter and you'll be able to find me there, and all of my information is on my website.
Okay, good stuff. BryanSharp.co. Again, Bryan Sharp, no relation to one Donovan Sharp or Shannon Sharp. All right, let's all do a quick closing salvo. Just kind of put a bow on the conversation. In terms
We're not doing the Zoom thing?
No, because the guys, for whatever reason, it kept getting unmuted. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna have to refine that. And we usually don't go this long, but this conversation was very stimulating. So we usually last about an hour and a half or so, but 2 hours. And I'm an old man. I'm pushing. I gotta go to bed soon. So that's
okay. Yeah, me too.
I'm about to fall asleep here. All right, so let's give our closing salvos on. Just, wrap the whole entrepreneurial thing up. And again, I want us to really think about this from a black man's perspective. And listen, I'll start with Hotep first, man, because some of the things that you talked about with the, I guess he called it the Snow Bunny, the Snow Bunny cosign, to people not really giving you credit for what you did and just kind of chalking it up to other things. just kind of, in a nutshell, Hotep, I want to start a business. Give me your 30-second elevator pitch. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Go.
You got to believe in yourself. Nobody's going to believe in you. Your mama not going to believe in you. Your daddy not going to believe in you. And even if they believe in you, they might not believe in what you're doing. When I chose to become a rapper, my mama told me I was bugging. My daddy told me I was bugging. We turned out to be a national touring group. And then I polyed that into a blog and polyed that into 50 Cent and polyed that into a tech entrepreneur. But it's because, and everybody told me to go to college. And I was like, no, I'm not going. And look at me now. Everybody's like, you did the right thing. So you got to believe in yourself, man, and trust the vision, trust the dream. And as soon as things aren't going right, don't be afraid to pivot.
Okay, very good. Yes, don't be afraid to pivot. I think Jap had that a little bit earlier. You have to listen to the market, man. The market doesn't give a shit about what you want. The market wants what the market wants. Jap, give us your closing salvo on this whole entrepreneurial small business thing from a black man's point of view.
Well, you got to understand, man, the average black man is not thinking like this. So you're going to view it as crazy. And you got to be willing to deal with the backlash of people being doubters and detractors for what you're trying to do. That's why I always say you got to separate the elevate. Main thing, you want to eliminate all distractions. And the moment that you start making money, a lot of guys, they just think that they're making money, so now that they're finished, you got to reinvest into your business, and you got to not be afraid to spend money on legit looks. So you got to have vision past the goals that you had, because once you get there, you're like, okay, man, I want to make $10,000 a month, but your business has the potential to possibly make $100,000 a month. Well, right. If you keep your mindset where you're content, you're not going to get very far, and it's you're not going to be able to maximize on what you have. So you got to really pay attention to what you have and be able to expand on it. And like I say, keep the distractions away. The bitches are going to distract you, family, friends, anybody who's distracting you from your goal, get them out your life.
Okay, good stuff, man. Solo, entrepreneurship as a black man, in a nutshell.
Yeah. I would say first, have a plan and do your research. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, right? But research the business or the field that you're trying to get into, but have a plan. Have a plan in regards to your budget, marketing, advertising. Have a plan, expenses, all of that. Have a plan for equipment, all of that. Have a plan for strategies. You got to have a plan. And even with the YouTube stuff, every year at the beginning of the year, I sit down, I look at my analytics, Donovan, I see, okay, last year I kicked ass. Okay, I made good money or I didn't, whatever the thing. And then I have a plan. And that's why when you look at my channel, you kind of see an evolution every year of me adding something different or trying something different. If it works, great, I'm going to keep doing it. If it doesn't, I tried. So have a plan and be willing to, don't give up right away if it doesn't, work right away, but have a plan.
Yeah, very good. Listen,
that's all I gotta say.
And people say this all the time. And it's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. People never plan to fail. They simply fail to plan. You have to have a plan. Absolutely. Lucario, entrepreneurship